Hello, hello. Am I online? Hello, hello. I'm just checking if my sound is okay and everything. Then we'll start. Okay. My sound is a little less. It's just I just increased my sound. Think now it will be okay. I need to just speak a little louder. Okay. Welcome to the stream. Okay. So we were learning this CS50's introduction to Python, introduction to programming with Python. Okay, we finished the lecture, I think 1 hour 22 minutes something, and we had left 30 minutes of content, I think. So yesterday I was out, so I didn't stream. So I finished the lecture of this week 0, and I saw the lecture and reviewed the notes. So today we'll continue. We'll revise these notes, and I'll just tell you guys that what I learned, and we'll try to understand it. Yeah. Okay, for you guys. And for me, it will be a revision. Don't want to be, I'm not performing anything, I'm just a learner. And this coding is first time for me. Okay. I know Hindi also. मुझे हिंदी भी आती है, गुजराती भी आती है मुझे. ठीक है. So I'm just speaking in English to improve my English also because my English is good, but I want to speak better English. So we'll be speaking in English. I can respond in Hindi, Gujarati, okay, three languages. I know a little bit French also, but French I'll be very basic. So if you guys want to ask anything, I know no one is watching for now, but if anyone starts watching and reviews the stream, then please know that I know Hindi, Gujarati, French, everything. Okay, so we'll start this code. Okay, I finished until here. Okay, so we'll start reviewing it very fast. Firstly, he told that in Python how to create the code. So he told that VS Code. I also watched a video for the VS Code. So I watched how it works and everything. I learned some commands. Like last time we were struggling with the clear terminal shortcut. Like here, we had to clear it every time from here. But I learned that from his video, from his shorts and some videos, that the shortcut is Control L. So now we can clear it fast. Okay, so we'll continue. Okay, so he told that from code hello.py we start coding. Okay, we create a new file named hello.py. Then uh, we type the code, print hello world. It is a famous program. Okay, then we move the cursor back to the terminal window. Then we write python hello.py, so it will execute the code and give me the result. Okay, so if I write this in the terminal window, it will show me hello world. Okay, it will execute the program and it will show me hello world. Okay, I just created my first program. I did that 4 days ago. Okay, then we did functions. There are verbs or actions that the computer knowledge will already know how to perform. Okay, they are inbuilt functions. We can create functions, it will come further. Okay, for now we are studying inbuilt functions like print function. Okay, so for the print hello world, we use the print function which shows, which displays the argument which you pass in the print. Okay, it is a function. We pass the argument in the function, so we can get some result. Okay, and the result like some side effect. Okay, then uh, there are bugs. Okay, bugs are natural part of coding. Okay, these are mistakes, problems for you to solve. Okay, you don't get discouraged. Bugs will start coming. This is just a start. This is very, very basic, but it will start coming as we proceed further. Okay, like he's telling that if we print this and we forget the final bracket, okay, then it will show you that it is a syntax error. But so we'll fix that and it will work like that. So that are called bugs. It is errors that will inform you of your mistakes and provide you clues on how to fix them. Okay, improving your first Python program. Okay, now he's telling that we can personalize the Python program. So we can ask the user for his name. When he tells the name, then we can do something with it. We can take the input from the user. So there is one on the function called input, which can take the input from the user. Okay, so we'll see that how it's working. So variables. So we can take the input, but it will not show anything. Okay, so then there are called variables. Like in maths, there are x, y, z, everything like variables, which to which we assign some value, and like it's just a variable x, y, z. Okay, so like that we can create variables and assign the value to them. Like for example, here we created name, then we wrote input. Okay, what's your name? So the user can provide the input here. So the input will be called name. Okay, then we'll print, instead of hello world, we'll write here the name of the user, which he told that um, we asked him what's your name, so he told some name, then we write the name over there. Okay, so we'll continue. Okay, so if you write the name like this, hello name, so the result will be like this, hello name. It will not show the name of the user which user gave here. Okay, so because it's in the string. So if we want to write the name which the user provided, we have to do something else. So we'll move the name outside of the string itself, and we'll move it differently, and we'll write it like this, and it will show. If you write what's your name input, if he writes David, then we can see hello, then another line we see David. Okay, so this will be the result. We get the result. It's okay. Now the program, we build the second, we build the same program, but we improvise with some support. Yes, but still it's not good looking. We'll improve it further. We can improve it. Okay, so you can also write comments in the program. For example, if I create one program, okay, then I know that I wrote this now, but the person who will read my code, who will see my code, okay, he don't know what I wrote in the code and why did I write that. Okay, and if I'm seeing the code after 6 months, 1 year, probably I also don't remember why did I write this. So I can put some comments nearby my code so I can remember why did I write the code. So if you want to write comments, just type hashtag. Okay, like Instagram, put hashtag. Okay, and we write something. So after a hashtag, the comments will come. It will not affect the code. Okay, it will not affect the code. It will just be there for the tips or guidance. Okay, so we can write this like this. Okay, after the hashtag, we can write the comments. Then we write the name, print hello. Okay, so we can specify the purpose for which we are writing the code. Okay, so we write the comments. There is one concept called pseudocode. He explained it in the video, I know. Okay, pseudocode is something like we can create a to-do list before we start writing the code. Okay, we can make to-do list by using the comments. Like we want to write this code. Okay, so before writing this code, we can just put the hashtag and put the comments one by one. Like we can divide the task for the work for the code, and we can put the comments, and we can make a to-do list. Like first we'll ask the user for the name, then we'll print the hello, then we'll print the name. Okay, so uh, without this code we can put the hashtags one by one, and we can create a to-do list to write the code. Okay, without even writing the code. This is just a small code, so it is not creating that big of an impact. But when we write big codes, big programs, it will create an impact surely. So pseudocode will help in such big programs. First create a to-do list like pseudocode one by one. Like first we'll create this function, then this function, then this function. Then we can uh, remember, and we don't forget anything in between. Then after we run the code and we check the code, then we get that, oh, somewhere I'm making the mistake, I forgot something. Instead of that, we can just make the pseudocode first. We can do the pseudocode. Okay, pseudocode we make or we do, I don't know, but it's just a concept. We do that and we can continue with the code. Okay, then we further improve the program. Okay, so just as I said, that grammatically it's not looking good, it's not like visually looking good, that the hello is coming and then David is coming. So he just improvised it a little bit, and put the name, the plus sign. In the print sign we can pass two arguments with a plus sign. We can do concatenation, if I'm right. Okay, then we can use comma also. If we use comma, it will show a uh, automatically the space in between. But if we do the plus operator, then we have to manually put the comma here to make it look grammatically good. Okay, then strings and parameters. Okay, we just told that str function. No, it's not a str function. It's a string. Okay, str is string. In Python, str is string. A string means just like a text. Okay, so like in this double quotes. Okay, in this double quotes, whatever is written, it's considered as string. This one is also string. But this one, it's not a string, it's a function. Okay, it's a variable. It's not a function, it's a variable. Okay, so it's not in the double quotes or single quotes. Okay, uh, okay. See the documentation of the print function. We'll see that after this hello, there is a function and is equal to backslash n. So it is creating a new line by default. But if you don't want to let it create a new line, we can pass an argument. Okay, manually, that end is equal to nothing in the double quotes. So it will not create a new line, it will change its default argument and overwrite it with the new one, and it will not create a new line, and it will join the two print functions. Okay, so we can do that. We can see the syntax. See, not syntax, I think. Yeah, I forgot that. It's documentation or something. Okay, print functions document is like separator and and with this. Okay, we saw in the video. We can revise it anytime, but we know. Okay, then with the quotations mark, yes. If you do it like this, okay. If you want to include the quotations mark in the quotation mark with the string function, then we can't do that because it will show an error because this one is not looking also good. So either we can change the, if you want to write double quotes inside the string, then we can use the single quotes outside, or if you want to use single quotes inside, then we can use double quotes outside. You can do like that. Or if you want to use double quotes on the both place, then we can use the backslash. Okay, we can use the backslash. What is it called? Operator. Yeah, backslash. Yes, normally before the double quotes, so it will treat it treat is treat it as a string. Okay, normally. Then after that, formatting strings. Okay, I'm saying okay a lot. I should keep my okays a little less. I think yes. Then formatting strings. Yes, he told that in the new Python 3. Okay, there is a new type of function. Okay, new type of feature. You can uh, use a variable itself in the string, but we have to put it in curly brackets, and we have to put f in front of the string. So it will treat f is a special indicator for Python. Treat this string a special way. Okay, the string which is in the curly brackets with the f indicator, it will treat it as a special way and use it like it is. Okay, so it will not print name itself, it will take the value of the name and put that in this. Okay, so we can do it like this also. There are three ways. One, then other two we saw above. Okay, then more on this. Yes, he also told that if we put the spaces in the string in the input, okay, that the user puts. Okay, so if he puts extra spaces on the right or left, then for now the print function will print it like that only. It will print the spaces also. But if you don't want to print the spaces, you want only the name without extra spaces, then we can use the strip. What is a strip? Strip is mm, strip is I think mm, I don't know, strip method. It's called strip method. Okay, so if you use the strip method with the name dot strip like this, okay, it will remove the spaces from right and left. Okay, and we can print the name without spaces. Now for now, he told in the video that we can't remove the spaces in between the name. Okay, if he writes two names like David Malan, and he puts spaces, more spaces in between David and Malan, then we can't remove it for now. He told that there is some function, but for now he didn't tell it. So we'll keep it like that, and we'll continue with it. Then if the user puts the name in small case, okay, then if you want to put the first letter as capital, then we can use the title. Okay, we can use the title method, and by that the strip method is used for removing the spaces. Title method is used for capitalizing the first letters of the name. Okay, then I just gave a shortcut here that if you don't want to write the Python hello.py every time, we can use the arrow to call the argument, I think, on the terminal window. Yes, then we can write the strip and title together. He told this one. Then he told that again, if you want to combine this all three, okay, then also it is okay, but the code should be more readable. My opinion was that we keep this like this. Okay, the formatting we do together and the input we take separate. Okay, we can do it like this, but it's not better, it's not more readable. So he also told that readability wins. Yes, so he told that instead of this, we should write this. This is compact for now, but if the code increases, it will create so much mess that we can't read afterwards. And no one is such gracious that everyone will put comments about in the order. So if there is just a code, it will be very difficult to read. So it's better to put the code below after some length. Yes, integers. So integers. He told that int is an integer numbers. Okay, everyone knows mathematics, the operators, plus, minus, multiplication, division. This one is a little bit new one for the non-coders. If you are a coder, you know everything. Okay, this one is a modulo operator. Okay. For example, if we want to get the remainder after division, we can use the modulo operator and it will return the remainder as a result. Okay, like if you want to divide 5 divided by 2, then 2 into 2 is 4 and 1 is the remainder. So if you use this modulo operator, it will give 1 as the result. Yes, so it's like that. Then we'll create a new program. Okay, so create a basic variables, two variables, and c is equal to x plus y, printed c. Okay, now if we if we'll join this one, okay, if we'll join this one, it will literally give 12 as the answer, because this one is, for now, it's a string. Okay, it's not an integer for now. He's teaching the integers, so we will use integers somewhere. Okay, so he's also telling that if we do this one, if we take the input from the user also, then also if the user provides 1 and 2, it will show 12. For that reason, we have to use integer at x and y somewhere. Okay, we can convert x and y afterwards, or we can use it beforehand. If we use it beforehand, it will be compact and we don't have to create another variable here, so it will be easy like that. Okay, so integer function, uh, integer function, yes, integer function is used to define that the value is a number. Yes, it's an integer, readability. Okay, that's the thing I told before above also. Float basics. Okay, floating point value is a real number that has a decimal point in it, such as 0.5. So if there are integers, then there are decimal numbers. So floating number is a decimal number generally. Okay, instead of integers, we can use float also. Okay, so it will give the float values. Like if you want to add 1.2 and 3.4, it will give 4.6. Okay, then like if you want to round it about, okay, this is 4.6. If you want to round up, okay, this one to 5, you can use the round function. Round function basically has this two arguments inside this function. Okay, the number itself, this like this one, and the number of digits until where you want to round up after point, like 2 digits, 3 digits. It is an optional. Normally it will round up uh, without digits, but if you want to give digits, we can give. It's optional, like in the square bracket, it's optional. So we'll give the round. Okay, so yes, the output will be rounded to the nearest integer. If you don't give the number of digits, it will round to the nearest integer. It will not give the float. Okay, if you want to give the float, then we'll have to give the number of digits after the point. So it will give the float. Okay, so he told that if you want to put the commas in this, like numbers, like for readability, okay, then we can use this function. He told that it's very cryptic and he also has to search it out every now and then. But like this, we can put comma over here, or we can put point, so it will put point over here. Normally he put comma, so it will put comma. Okay. Then floats, we told that now we'll see the division. Okay, so normally the division is of 2 by 3 is 0.6666. You can use float, it will show this result. Okay, float will normally show this result. Okay, then if we use the round, we use, this is the number and this is the number of digits until where we want to round it up. So this is 2 digits and we want to round it up until 2 digits. So we'll round it, the number, until 2 digits. It will show us the result 0.67 maybe. Okay, it's not showing here, but it will show like that. Okay, if you want to see, if you want to check, you can use check. We are just clearing concepts for now. Okay, whenever we whenever we 2 3 0.6, yes, it's the zero. That's what I expected, and that's what I told. Okay, for now we are learning the concepts. Once we learn the concepts, we'll solve the problem sets and we'll try to solve as many problems as possible to get the experience required to perform somewhere. Like, I don't want to learn this just because of learning. I don't want to keep it in my pocket or something. I want to learn this and perform it somewhere and get a work, get a job. Not job like, but already doing a job. So I want to do some work in this field. So I'm hoping that someone can guide me if anyone is watching. Okay, I'll be very grateful. Like, not asking for help, but if someone guides me who is very experienced, it will be better. Okay, we can connect. We can connect. Yes. Mm. So for example, he told that we can from this we can get 0.67. Okay, 2 decimal points. Then he told that instead of doing this, okay, if we don't want to do this, there is another way. He told that there is another way to round it up. So we can use this also, this method. Okay, this is just very cryptic. He told that it's very difficult to remember, but it can be useful. This is also another way to round it up until 2 digits. So it will show the same result, but it's another way to type. Okay, now there is a def. Now there is a def function. I don't know if it's a function or what. Okay, and def is used to define a function. Like there is print, there is mm, int function, there is float function, there is input function. So many different types of functions that are already built into the Python library. But there is also a def. Okay, like def is used if you want to create our own functions like print and all. Okay, it can be useful. Okay, it can be very useful. Def is used so many times. I've seen the codes from above. Okay, I don't understand the codes, but I've seen the codes and it's used so much in the coding. It will be very useful. Okay, so we can just define the code. Okay, so for example, here is just telling that in this code we use hello so many times. Okay, we use hello multiple times. So he's telling that what if you create one function that just prints hello by default if you call that function. Okay, so he's telling that we can create something like that that just prints hello if you call it. You don't have to type print hello every time. Okay, so he's telling that the syntax of def is like def, then the name of the function, then double bracket. Okay, then I think semicolon. No, I think double dot semicolon. I don't remember what it's called, but this is the syntax, basic syntax. Okay, in this brackets, normally we can pass the arguments also. Like we can pass the arguments, and from that we can give some value. Okay, we can use it in the function itself. Okay, so brackets are not always empty. It has some purpose. It will be used for the just studying. Okay, so for now it's creating just a function from def hello by the name hello. Okay, double quotes and semicolon. What it will do, this function, okay, if we call hello, it will just print hello like this. This is the purpose of this function. Okay, below the function, this is the purpose of this function. So for name, we'll put input, what's your name? The user will type his name, then we'll call hello function. Then we'll print the name of the user. Okay, simple as that. So we don't need to write print hello again over here. We can just call hello and it will print hello, then David or something below that line because there are two lines. So it will create similarly like this, not like this, like the first one, which we saw, the hello and other line David. Okay. So yeah, see, yeah, we can improve further this code. He's telling that we can pass the arguments inside the hello. So he's telling that one argument is two. Like normally we tell people hello to someone, like hello Raza, hello Matthew, hello Paul. Like we are telling someone hello. Like we are asking first the name of the person. What's your name? He's telling his name, and then we tell hello to this person. Like for example, okay. So he's telling hello, then comma, then to. Okay. Now whatever we put in place of to, it will show that name and it will print hello, comma to. Okay. So first we take the name input. Okay. Then we put the name inside hello. So in place of to, it will print the name that the user gave. Okay. So it will print hello, comma, then the name. So it will print hello, David. Okay. This one is way better than the above one and the very first one. Okay. Before we had to write print and everything every time, but now we call hello and put name will be automatic. This one is way better. Okay. Then yeah, it's telling that this uh, argument, this function, what is called, I think two is parameter. Okay, it's a parameter. Okay, a variable called two. It will take a parameter function, and this is parameter. Okay, so this parameter, if we don't give it any value, okay, if we don't give it any value, it will just write two. Okay, so we can give one value to this two function. So if the user doesn't provide any name, or if we don't provide any parameter purposefully, so it will print something. It will not be empty, it will not show error. So it will give default value to world. And if the user types hello name, it will show the name. If the user doesn't type anything, like if he leaves like this, then it doesn't show error, it doesn't show some weird thing. It will show hello world. The world is the default one. If someone doesn't give the parameter, it will print world. Okay, then we'll see this one. Name is equal to input. Okay, so now he's telling that we'll create the function. Okay, for this code. Okay, for this whole task we'll create one function. We don't have to write this code every time we want to use it. Okay, so we can just create one function named main. So if we just type main, if we call main, it will execute this task. It will show the output or whatsoever. Okay, but he's told that we'll create the hello world below that. Okay. So if we do it like this, then nothing will happen. Okay, nothing will happen. It's just a function that we created. We didn't call any function. If we call the function, then it will be executed. We just created a function like print function, int function. Until and unless we don't type the function, it will not show any result. So we just created a function, but we didn't call it. So now we'll call it. first we'll call something. Okay, we'll call the main. Okay, so if we'll call the main. Okay, uh, and why did he do this one? Why did he create the def main function? Okay, so first he took this def hello function. Okay, and he just put this below this code. Then he executed the code, but it was showing error over here that hello doesn't exist like that below the code. So it's like the function should be defined first, then it can be executed. First execution and then definition doesn't work like that. So he just uh, put def main. We just created two functions, and then he called. Then if we create two functions, then we call one function, and then other function is inside, it's above, anywhere. It will take the input or the function and it will execute it whatsoever. Okay, so that's the reason he defined two functions and then he called the main function. Okay, it's not I only something is many. Okay, returning values. Okay, now that function can be used to return some values. Okay, we can use it to return some value. You can imagine many scenarios where you just don't want a function to perform an action but also to return a value back to the main function. For example, rather than simply printing the calculation of x plus y, you may want the function to return the value of this calculation back to another part of the program. This passing back of a value we call return value. Okay, so like it's telling, we give an example. We can create a program which squares the number we give. Okay, so if we give some number like 1, 2, 5, 25, 30, anything, it will square. Okay, so first create a main function in which we take the input from the user, like what's x, give me the x, give me the value you want to square, like 7, 8, 9, anything, integer. Okay, so he'll give some value, then we'll print x squared is the square of x. We haven't created square of x until now. We'll create it now. Okay, so like this the use of the def function. We can create the function anywhere and we can use it anywhere. Yeah, so now we'll create the function square of n. Okay, n is number. Okay, so what it will do, it will return the value n multiplied by n. Okay, so it will do square of n. So now we'll call the main function. So it will just first it will execute this one. It will take the input, then it will print, but then it will stop. Okay, the x value he has. So now we will execute this function and it will show the value of, like if the user has given 2, it will show 2 into 2, 4. So it is used to square the values like this. Okay, created this all, we understood this all things. Okay, for now in this week. After this, notes, slides is not important, that important, because everything is covered in notes and slides were just the names of the topics he was covering. Okay, and the source code, I don't think it's that important. Okay, this is the just the course that he wrote during the lecture that we see in the notes section also, so it's not that important. Notes is also not, slides is also not important. And subtitles, transcripts, the subtitles of the video, YouTube we saw. Shorts video, I'm telling you that I saw all these three videos. It's just a revision. These three are just a revision of the topics covered in this lecture. And VS Code video, it's just an introduction how to use VS Code for CS50 course. So it helped me a lot. Like I set up this uh, VS Code by looking at this, and now I can use it a little bit better, like he told. So whenever you start the code, this function, this course, okay, you just watch PS Code, this video first, then start the course. It will be easy for you. I'm just telling you. I saw afterwards. I struggled before. It was a mistake, but you can take it from here. Okay. There is a problem set. I don't know what is this. I have to authorize this or something. I don't know what I have to do. When I'll be free, I want to go like it's 8:45. Yeah, I want to go at 9 at the dinner. So I'll be leaving now. Okay. I just want to tell you that this one for now I don't know what we have to do to submit the problem sets and everything. I'll just review it tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow I'll check how we can solve this problem sets, and we can continue to the next week. Okay, so most probably tomorrow I'll be there solving this on the stream. Okay, I think today how much time we did? We did 40 minutes. It was good. I think my logo is not that good. Thumbnail is good for today, but logo is a little bit. It can be a better. Okay, so there are I think 5 problems. Okay, we'll check this procedure. How we'll do. How we'll submit. Okay, tomorrow. If you guys think that I didn't practice this, okay, uh, when the video was going on, I practiced it simultaneously. So that's why I didn't practice it again. I was just revising it, how we did, how we did, how we did. Okay. So I've executed, I've typed myself. I didn't copy paste, typed myself, and I've created functions, this code myself, and then I've tried it myself. Okay. So most probably we can solve the questions, the problem set. I just want to finish this course at the earliest, then we can start with the NumPy and Pandas because like to divert this not into web development side, but how to check this in data analytics side, so data science side. So that's the hope for now. So if I finish this, then I can start the CS50 original course. I just want to learn original course also because I like the way of his teaching. If I get the time, I'll do it. Okay. It's a big course, so it will take time, and I'll get to know more. I want to start SQL also. Okay. So for today, I think this much is okay. Thank you so much has joined, but I hope someday someone will. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. Goodbye. Good night.